Hello everyone, welcome back to Touhoumon Otherworld. Last time we went on a big adventure taking down a couple of bosses, well I guess really just Aya and those two annoying fairies, and catching one of the last members of our party. This time, Sane wants us to investigate something with her. Decided, let's go outside. So I have no idea how prepared I am for this, so we'll just see from here. We're just going in blind. We'll fly from here to the unknown object. Since you cannot fly by yourself, I'll bring you there. Hold on tight. So, we're on a boat. It's apparently in the sky, but also in water. Technical limitations, I guess. Alright, let's split up and investigate this place. As we both just immediately look around our immediate area. Great job splitting up. But, I mean... Huh, the screen's not scrolling left. I wonder why that could be. Oh, right. Most likely there's a ship. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, you are smart. Intruder, go away from here. Wow, it doesn't even scroll over. The Murasa just like walks one step forward. Alright, so now we get to fight against Murasa. I have no idea how hard she is, so I'm just going to see if I can sweep to start. This might go terribly. This is going to go terribly. Actually, I wonder if a Drac will kill us. Okay, Drac Cradle. Let's go. It killed it. Will it kill us? I think we should survive with a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So we have an attack boost. You know what? We'll see if Aeroblast actually kills this thing. So just sending out another E-Murasa. That's fine. Aya only had 2 E levels, and they were both much more threatening than Murasa. I don't know. I guess Minariko wasn't exactly more threatening than Murasa, since Murasa has Ice Beam. Byakunin, nothing that we could care about. This fight's already way easier than Aya. I had L Aya, L Momoji, Z Suiko, DL Hina, and then E Minariko, and then something else. Ichirin's part fighting type, which means it's weak to Air Blast. It doesn't look like this fight's going to have any last word stuff, which will be fine. So just bear with me through, okay, the beeping will end now. There we go. I'm sure you were tired of that as well, so I don't really care that Ichirin killed Vermilia. We should still have plenty of, firepower left in the barrel. So, I don't think this final, party member is gonna bring us any trouble. Yeah, because I didn't think that thing would survive a Master Spark. How could it survive a Master Spark? Nezi. Okay, they were good. Yes, I know Nezi is supposed to be short for Nezreal, but I can also make Nezi short for Nazarin if I want. Seeing Nazarin reminds me of my World Link, game, in which I actually beat the game using Nazarin. that game was just so messed up. I had like Nazarin, New, And, like a bunch of other just like random stuff. Luis, I had Luis, and what else did I have? Patchy was like the only. Oh, I had Parse. Patchy was like the only thing good that I actually had that I used. Alright, looks like Suki is just gonna die. We might want to switch Suki out because she's gonna be paralyzed with no accuracy, so chances of her hitting anything after this, yeah, it's nothing. So, it looks like Cho just wants to annoy us to death. Okay, thankfully Flash missed, how ironic. Though we're probably still slower than it. I'm just gonna Misha Gush. Okay, we're strong enough to take that, and so it shouldn't lower our water spout too much. Misha Guji. Alright, if it did that much, then a KO Destiny should finish it off. Because, of course, Misha Guji gets weaker, the less HP you have. It probably wouldn't have killed since we just took another Heartbreaker. Alright, but that's the end of Murasa. And her amazing theme. I love her theme. Oh, don't surprise us. We just stepped on here and we have no clue what this place is. Alright. So... Oh, I see. You're coming here because the ship flies above your shrine. And that you Maribel came to investigate. Anyways, where's the destination of this ship? We're going to Makai to rescue a certain someone. Would you mind helping us? May your pal be able to. Did you hear that? It's really getting exciting. I'm gonna go with her. Makai seems a really place... is an interesting place for adventure. Gosh, how about you? Man, I can't speak. It's decided. We'll go together to Makai with Captain Murasa. Okay, both of us will go with you. Anyway, how much more time is needed to reach there? Take it easy. We're already entering it now. Thanks for your help. Oh, we arrived. Let's go. And... somehow we're here. I'll go first. Wow, Murasa glitches between Yuko and... I don't even think I've seen this blue-haired girl before. What was that sprite? Let me heal you. Yay. I kinda needed that a little bit. Do you want to return to the shrine for a while? No. There isn't really anything to do there other than try and go back down the mountain. But like I mentioned, all trainers will try and refight you on that mountain for whatever reason. So you get pretty screwed. If you try and go down, because you have to refight those two annoying fairies on the way down, and if you ever want to go back up again to, you know, continue the main storyline, you have to refight those two trainers. So it's best for us to just sit here and pick on these little creatures of Makai. I don't know if that's how you actually are supposed to pronounce it. Anyways. Oh gosh, this thing survived. Wow. This thing's really bulky. Obviously, this place will be full of PC98 stuff. So it's this location, well, it was seen in, obviously, the storyline that we're playing out right now from Unidentified Fantastical Objects, Toho 12? With 13. 12, I think. I believe 10 Desires is 13. I'm losing my credibility as a Toho fan here. Dadgummit. But yeah. Most of what we know of Makai, it comes from PC98 stuff, which is questionably canon. It is... PC98, in my opinion, is of the state of it is not canon until Zune decides that he wants to make part of it canon because he wants to bring it back. It is in the state of limbo of being as canon as Zune decides it to be on any given day. Alright, that was our first battle. Even though, obviously, we didn't get hurt too much, I still want to go back and heal. Because we can. Not going to turn down free healing. Alright, so this place has the weirdest gimmick ever. Barrier blocked the way. Those things don't go away ever. You just have to memorize hidden walls, which is stupid. So we will be spending quite a while here. This, if I didn't mention already, this is the last dungeon in the game. So we'll probably be spending a couple episodes at least here. Because there's a few things that we can do here. Of course, there's the main story thing that we can do here. That we're doing, well, I guess this is more like the side quest that we're doing here to help Murasa. Then there is also a tome here, which we will want to check out, obviously. I believe Shinki's dark. And because, you know, that's the main quest that we need to beat to, you know, beat the game. Actually, might be dark flying out, remember. Well, that quit anyways. Oh, alright. So, yeah, we'll be wanting to do that side quest, that main quest. And then, of course, well, barrier blocked the way. No. Actually, maybe the barriers do go down. Do you have to beat Shinki to make the barriers go down? Or maybe, yeah, you might have to beat Shinki to make the barriers go down. Oh, that'll suck. Alright. Alright, so... Ooh, this is gonna be a big team. Ooh. At least lots of experience. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, besides the fight for the tome and, helping out Murasa, there's also a variety of event bonka around here that you can only get in a certain event. Similar to like a legendary, I guess one might say. Though obviously they're quite a bit less useful than legendaries. In fact, I don't consider any of them for my team because they're all weaker than my team members. But they are important enough that I might go over them. Alright, that's worthy of a rock slide. Probably keep... If it sends out Yuki, I might just switch over to Chin. I don't know how much EXP Chin needs. Because, I mean, we're going to be going back after helping out Murasa. Sane will give us a way to go back to the mountain decently easily. Whenever we want. So... We won't have to worry too much about entering and exiting the mountain. And so we can go back and grind off Moku a bit to level up Suiko, because right now Suiko's kind of just there. It's not really helping us too much. And then that'll allow us to come back much more prepared for the fight for the tome. Since in case you haven't noticed, most of the fights for these tomes are fairly difficult. Yuka was a pretty difficult fight. The 3 Fairies of Light weren't the easiest. Though they were surprisingly easy compared to what I thought they might be. I was a bit worried, but I was also kind of over-leveled. And of course, if you went back the moment that you got cut like you were supposed to, and tried to fight Moku for the Azure Tome, that fight would have been a little bit difficult. And I guess even though the Golden Tome was kind of just given to us after fighting a bunch of random nobodies, the faceless ghost or whatever, I also kind of consider Yumiko. I consider that fight to be Yuyuko is kind of like the boss for that tome, since you need Yuyuko to progress after I have to gain the tome. And then I consider for the Scarlet Tome more Vermilia to be the boss of that tome. So I don't know, it's just the thing that I like to do. I like to put bosses and achievements together, so you could sort of quantify. Oh, barrier, no. So you could sort of quantify how hard it is to do it by a boss fight. How deep are we in here? 16 minutes. Not bad. More save. I'm gonna swords dance this time. We're gonna take another Kosh Top, obviously, but we've never been able to one-shot these dudes, the Sarah, even though we're hitting it super effective, so we would have taken a Kosh Top anyways. And this way, anything else that we hit also gets hit by a double-powered AO Blast. Unless it just sends out Byakugan, then we just Draki Cradle it. It should die. Alright, Sarah's massive HP, defense, whatever it has, is enough to withstand against me. And then we have Kirasame, so I'm just gonna send out Shin. Oh, wait. Kirasame's flying, maybe? I don't know. What is Kirasame? We don't never know. I'm just assuming it's gonna be pure electric. No, it's definitely flying. Oh, that's not good. Special attack rose, special defense rose. So that's Calm Mind, in case you can't tell. It's a fairly good move. I kinda like it on Patchy if you don't, already have something else better on Patchy. Like, 4 really good attacking moves and not enough time in a fight to actually set it up. But fortunately, because I'm an idiot, I did have enough time to set 2 up. Though I probably shouldn't have set the second one up, because it died for it. Alright, now Suki and Shin can split the EXP. There you go, both of you happy. Alright, I'm going to go heal and then be right back, because I figured you don't want to watch me run through this whole thing, and any wild bonka I encounter along the way. Alright, okay. We're back. I just noticed we haven't run into any wild bonka yet. So I'm wondering if right now, currently, they're like turned off. So if you're noticing, I'm just skipping. Okay, no, we found our first one. This entire run through, we finally found our first one. And a really inconvenient spot too, because this trainer can just turn right after we finish. And, oh no, we just got a second. Wow, they didn't like me complain that I hadn't got any, and this is going to make me get one every step now. Alright, so, I don't exactly remember the right path, I'll be completely honest. A barrier blocks the way, okay, not there. I just remember it being really right. And up. And if you run to Yumeko, you went the wrong direction. So I'm just skipping these trainers because we'll be coming back to this place a bit. Oh, yep, we found it. Okay. Look, I think it's the place where the friend of Morasso is sealed. Let me see if I can break this seal. Just so you know, normally unsealing things because someone told you they want you to is not the best reason to unseal it. Thank you. Thank you for releasing me for a long time. By the way, my name is Hijiri Byakurin. I don't know much about Gensokyo nowadays, because I was sealed for a long time. Is there any news? Even so, I don't really know because I moved to Gensokyo just recently, and maybe will into Gensokyo by accident. But there's one thing that you might be interested in. Recently, Bonka is very popular in Gensokyo. We use them in battle instead of spell card rules. Make things easier, why don't we have a battle to explain. So we're going to help teach her about how to battle things. As she switches like 3 sprites. Alright. So, Sane gave her some stuff. So you'd think, oh man, this could be a really hard battle. No. Sane gave her a Ponka. It's a level 50 El Sade. Never had a battle before. Okay, battles with... So we're doing like the intro thing that Oak gives. Let me demonstrate. Gets one shot. Imagine if this was your tutorial to Pokemon and just like, so we're gonna give you a level 50 Venusaur and your opponent has a level 85 Salamence. Good luck. No, it'd have to be like a level, it would be like a level 50, I don't know. What is a grass type that actually sucks? Not that Elsane sucks. Elsane is really good. Problem is Elsane is an attacker. It doesn't have enough status to actually take down Elemilia. But it would be like, oh yeah, here's a level 50 Breloom versus a level 85 Salamence. There you go. This is your tutorial. And then I get to steal your money because you could given literally nothing. Wow, interesting. Thanks for lending me this. I'm gonna capture my own. As I split in half. Byakurin. Oh, it's been forever. Are you alright? I'm alright. Thanks to these two. I also learned about Bonka. Oh, thank you very much. Anyways, let's return to the ship, and there's many more stories there waiting. Both of you, come with me. I'll escort you back to the shrine, but take this as my gratitude. Something. What'd she get? A heaven orb. Oh, that would have been useful. Because the next time that we need to catch something, we'll have way more than enough heaven orbs. So now we get sent back to her room. Wow, that was amazing. By the way, if you want to go again, you can just ask Marasa. Oh, shoot. I think I realized something. They give you a way to get back to the mountain, but they don't give you a way to leave the mountain without having to fight those two fairies again. No. No, I didn't want to talk to you again. I was just seeing if you had any dialogue. Anyways, that's all for that side quest. But doing that unlocks the ability to return to Makai anytime. So now we can fly and go to Makai. This is where fly is really useful, because fly lets you leave Yokai Mountain whenever you want. So I'm just going to check real quick. Is there a barrier? No, the barriers are gone. Okay, now I can pick up the items that we couldn't earlier. So we get a moonstone. Useless. Mostly. I don't even know what evolves with the moonstone in this game. Plus, I think you find like 2 of them in Mount Moon, so that should cover most of your moonstone needs. Actually, no. I think you can evolve like anything that has an F form into its F form using a moonstone, so it might actually be useful because of that. Oh, we got a last tag. That's useful. Like, no sarcasm, that's really useful. Well, actually, not for us, because we already have our entire party that we went, but still really cool that they gave that to us. So, against Mai, the best opportunity would be to switch out and not take an ice beam to the face. As you can see, since the wild trainers have most of their levels in the 80s, so Blizzard, that would be even worse. Obviously the boss is going to have stuff a bit higher, just slightly. And of course, they'll have similar evolutions to Aya, maybe a bit higher. So we obviously don't want to be fighting that boss right now. But we are more than fine to just clear out all these trainers, as they do give a decent amount of EXP, and will provide a sort of stopping point that will annoy us along the way if we don't clear them out right away, so better that we do. Speaking of annoying, we just got confused by Flatter. However, Louise doesn't really stand much of a chance. Gets the cross chop. And Yuki. Now we could just have Sukiya sweep the entire fight, but we don't want Sukiya to be too over-leveled. There we go, here's an earthquake. It's one nameless demon down. Let's take down another one. Alright, this will probably be the last one, then I'll just cut off while we're still in here. Because I'll be wanting to clear out a lot more trainers and show off some stuff in here before we move on to... I'm about to see if we can burn this thing. This thing's either ice or steel. And then also dark, because, you know, dark extra. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll be doing most of the stuff here besides the tome battle before moving outside of this place to go grind some more. Man, I love this fire move that Amelia has. It's like flamethrower, but it has, what, 25 or less accuracy or something? This thing sucks terribly. Please, okay, didn't even one shot. So it's just going to kill itself and take us down with it? Nah, Memento we resist it, right? Okay, yeah. D.E. Marissa. Okay, time for Chin. Actually, I think these things only have the same moves as the wild ones, which means they don't actually have pretty much any move of their type. They just have, like, Phantom Rush and, something else. They have, like, the same 4 moves always. It's Phantom Rush, like, Heartbreaker or something. And then some other unthreatening moves. I just know they're all not very threatening. I like how Phantom Rush is supposed to be like Murasa's signature move, because it's like a ghost type thing with an anchor, and you know, obviously, that's just Murasa's whole thing is a giant anchor that she has. It's part of her character. But literally everything in its mother uses Phantom Rush. It's like the most common ghost type move in the game. So much for a signature move. I do have to say, out of all the Reimus, I think DE has the best design, in my opinion. I just really like those seals that she has around her. Looks really cool. It's like she's doing evil sealing circle. Which, kid you not, I thought was a square back in the 7.5 days. Because I didn't realize that a circle in 2D looks like a square. Or a cylinder in 2D looks like a rectangular prism. I guess to be more accurate to say. Anyways, next time, since we've been going on quite a while, we will finish up, or at least get farther into this dungeon, and hopefully clear out quite a bit of it, paving the way for us to grind for the final boss of this place. Well, I did mention this is the final dungeon. Don't worry, there is still one last thing to do after beating here. So we're in the final stretch, but we're not quite to the ending yet. Anyways, see you guys next time.